The range, quartile deviation, mean deviation, variance and standard deviations are called as measures of dispersion in statistics. What is the formula we have? Mean deviation is equal to summation xi minus x bar divided by n. So what do you mean by dispersion? A dispersion is nothing but whenever a data is collected, how the data is distributed throughout the data. Hello everyone, a warm welcome to one and all. This is your Shruti ma'am lecturing in Vidhyaashram, the Temple of Excellence, Mysuru. Today we are in the new chapter, Statistics. So previously you have known about statistic. A statistic is nothing but the collection and analysis of any data. You have also learnt central tendencies like mean, median and mode in your secondary classes. From class 11, you are going to study the measures of dispersion. So here we are learning the measures of dispersion. We have 4 types of measures of dispersion, and in that mainly in today's session we are concentrating to learn mean deviation for an ungrouped data and mean deviation for a grouped data. You have also have an idea about an ungrouped data as well as the grouped data. So before that, let's see what is measures of dispersion. So what do you mean by measures of dispersion? So basically in your syllabus, here we are basically concentrating on range, mean deviation, variance and standard deviation as a measures of dispersion. Along with these 4, we have one more, quartile deviation, which is not in the syllabus, but the range, quartile deviation, mean deviation, variance and standard deviations are called as measures of dispersion in statistics. So what do you mean by dispersion? A dispersion is nothing but whenever a data is collected, how the data is distributed throughout the data. So that is how we can calculate the measure of dispersion using the range, mean deviation, variance, standard deviation. It helps us to identify and analyze the data and produce a proper result. So let's see what is range. Range is always maximum value minus minimum value. Suppose let me take a data is distributed in the form of 5, 10, 15, 5, 7, 9, 3, 2, 1 like this. So we have number of observations given. How to calculate range? As the formula says, it is maximum value minus minimum value. Which is the maximum value here? 15. Which is the minimum value? 1. So therefore, 15 minus 1. So this is the range. So like this, we will calculate the range of any given data. So next, we come across a mean deviation. It's an absolute measure of dispersion. Mean deviation can be calculated from all central tendencies, that is from mean, median as well as mode. But basically, more than median and mode, mean deviation from mean is used. So here we have 2 formulas to calculate the mean deviation whenever the observations mean is given, also whenever the median of observation is known. So let's look at the formula. So mean deviation of an ungrouped data. So here the data is not grouped. So each and every data is identified and written individually. So therefore mean deviation for an ungrouped data here. So whenever the mean we can calculate, or whenever the mean of an observation is given, how to find the mean deviation? So it is denoted by summation xi minus x bar of n. So clearly here mean deviation whenever mean is given. So here xi denotes the observation. So what observation you have, and X bar denotes the average or mean of the given observation, and N represents the total number of observations given. So this is the formula used to calculate the mean of an ungrouped data whenever mean is known. Next we have about median, that is how to calculate mean deviation whenever the median is known. That is given by summation xi minus m. Xi represents each individual observation, m represents the median, and n represents the total number of observation. So these are the two formulas. Remember to calculate the mean deviation of an ungrouped data. Let's take few problems. Find the mean deviation about the mean for the following data. So what is the formula used to calculate the mean deviation about the mean? It is summation xi minus x bar divided by n. So let's see now. So let us write out each observation here we have. We have xi, I have 6, 7, 10, 12, 13, 4, 8, 12. So now what is the formula we have? Mean deviation is equal to summation xi minus x bar divided by n. So first xi means 6, 7, 10, 12, 13, 4, 18, 12. Next I need xi minus x bar. That means each individual observation must be subtracted from mean. So let us calculate mean here. So mean is equal to x bar. How you will calculate mean? Sum of all observation divided by total number of observation. So what is n here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we have n is equal to 8. So therefore we have to add all the numbers and divide it by 8. Let's add all the numbers, that is 6 plus 7 plus 10 plus 12 plus 13 plus 4 plus 8 plus 12 whole divided by 8. So when you add it, you will get the value as 72 divided by 8. So when you cancel it, you will get the value as 9. Now I got x bar, that is 9. Now I have to subtract each value by x bar. So let's subtract 6 minus 9. So 6 minus 9 is minus 3. Next we take 10 minus 9, which is 1. 12 minus 9, 3. 13 minus 9, 4. 4 minus 9, minus 5. 8 minus 9, minus 1. 12 minus 9, 3. But look at the formula, we have a modulus here. So modulus means even though you get the negative value, you have to take it as positive. So let's make each number positive. So now look here, I have made each difference positive. So 6 minus 9 is 3, 7 minus 9 is 2, 10 minus 9 is 1, 3, 4, 4 minus 9 is, instead of minus 5, just write 5, 8 minus 9 is 1, I have taken 12 minus 3 because we have to take the modulus of each observation. Next, what is the mean deviation formula? Sum of all xi minus x bar. So we have here column I'll write and row. So this is the row of xi minus x bar. Add all the numbers divided by total number. So what are the numbers we have? 3 plus 2 plus 1 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5 plus 1 plus 3. Whole divided by n is 8. So when you add it, you will get the value as 22 divided by 8. Divided, you will get the value of 2.75. So this is the mean deviation for the given ungrouped data. Now, let's look at the second question. The same question. Let us find the mean deviation of the given data about the mean. So let us write each observation here. So we can either calculate in rows or in columns also. Now I'll explain with the columns. Xi. What is xi given? 4, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 17. So this is my xi. So let us calculate the x bar. X bar is summation xi divided by n. So summation xi divided by n means add all the numbers. So when you add 4 plus 7 plus 8 plus 9 plus 10 plus 12 plus 13 plus 17, you will get the value as 80. So now you have 80 divided by how many terms you have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So therefore this is equal to 8. When you cancel, the value is 10. Now let us subtract each value from 10 and write only the positive value because it's a modulus. Subtract with 10 and write the positive value. 4 minus 10 is actually minus 6, but write only 6. Similarly, 7 minus 10 is 3, 2, 1, 0, 2, 3, 7. Again, add this. That is summation xi minus x bar. Add all this. When you add 6 plus 3, 9, 11, 12, 14, plus 3 plus 7, you will get 10, which is equal to 24. So therefore, now we have mean deviation about mean. What is the formula? Summation xi minus x bar divided by n. How much we got? Summation xi minus x bar, it is 24. Divided by number of observations is 8. So when you cancel, you will get the mean deviation as 3. So this is how we can calculate mean deviation. Next question. So we have xi. Let's write xi 38, 70, 48, 40, 42, 55, 63, 46, 54, 44. So add this. So when you add all this, you will get summation xi. So summation xi is equal to, so when you add, you will get it as 500. So here we take x bar is equal to summation xi divided by n. So that is 500 divided by 10. Because we have 10 observations here, so therefore it is 10. So we can cancel, the value is 50. So now x bar is 50. Let us subtract each observation by x bar. So subtract each and every value. So 38 minus 50, 12, 20, 2, 10, 2, 5, 13, 4, 4 and 6. So these are the deviations of each observation. Let us calculate it. That is summation of modulus xi minus x bar. So when you add all these observations, you will get the value as 84. So now calculate mean deviation. Mean deviation is equal to summation xi minus x bar divided by n. That is 84 divided by 10. That is equal to 8.4. So this is how we can calculate the mean deviation. Let's take few problems whenever we use median to calculate the mean deviation. Find the mean deviation about the median for the data. Whenever a raw data or an ungrouped data is given, to find the median, always arrange the data in ascending order or descending order, because it is easy to find the median of the given data. First, let us arrange the given data in an ascending order. So now let's start with the smallest one. So the smallest one is here 10. Next we have 11. How many times 11 is repeated? It is repeated 2 times. So therefore it is again one more 11. Next 12. We have 1 time. Next 13. 2 times. 13. Next we have 14. 1 time. Next there is no 15. 16 we have 2 times. Next we have 17, which is again 2 times. Next we have 18. So let's see how many numbers we have here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So n is equal to 12. Since n is equal to 12, it is not easy to calculate the median value. We cannot find exactly the middle value. So whenever n is even, how to calculate the median? Median is always the mean of n by 2 plus n by 2 plus 1th term. That is n by 2 plus n by 2 plus 1th term whole divided by 2 times. So which is a mean. You can take it as mean. So let's calculate now. So what is n by 2? Which is 12 by 2. So therefore it is 6. Next is n by 2 is again 6. 6 plus 1 is 7. So therefore 6th plus 7th term divided by 2. Let's see what is the 6th and 7th term. So here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6th term is 13. 7th term is 14. So the value is 13 plus 14 divided by 2, which is 25 divided by 2, which is equal to 12.5. So now we got the median as 12.5. Now let us subtract each value from 12.5. So if this is your xi, then let's subtract xi minus m. So it is 12.5 minus 10, we can take it as 2.5. Next we get it as 1.5. Again 11, 1.5. Next we have 12, it is 0.5. Next 13 we have, it is 0.5. 0.5 again. Next we have 14. So that is 14 minus 12.5 is 1.5. Next 16 minus 12.5 we have 3.5. Again 3.5. Next is 4.5. 4.5. And last we have 5.5. So add all the terms. That is summation of xi minus m. So if you add all the terms, 2.5 plus 1.5, 1.5, 0.5, 0.5, 1.5, 3.5, 4.5, 4.5, 5.5, you will get the value as 28. Now what is the formula to calculate the mean deviation whenever median deviation is known? That is, mean deviation is equal to summation xi minus m divided by n. How much we got summation xi minus m? That is equal to 28. Divided by n means it is 12. So when you divide the value 28 by 12, 2.33. Let's see the next question. We have 36, 72, 46, 60, 45, 53, 46, 51, 49, 42. So here also we have n is equal to 10. First, let us arrange it. So which is the smallest one we have here? It is 36. So this is done. Next, we don't have 37, 38, 39, 40 or 42. Next we have 42. So 42 is done. Next we have 45. Next is 46, which is repeated 2 times. Done. So next we have 49. Next we have 51. So next we have 53. Next is 60, then 72. 60, 72. Now we have arranged it. So let's write it. 36, 42, 45, 46, 46. Next is we have 49, 51. Next is 53. Next is 60, 72. Now we need to calculate the median. So if it has been mean, we would add it and find out the mean, but here median. So median is, so half of n by 2 plus n by 2 plus 1th term. So let's check what is n by 2. So n by 2 is 10 by 2, which is nothing but 5. which is the number? 5th place, and 5 plus 1 is 6th. Let's add these two numbers. It is 46 plus 49 divided by 2. So when you calculate this, you will get the median as 47.5. Now we have the median as 47.5. Let us subtract each number from 47.5. If I take this as xi, let's take this as modulus xi minus m. So let's calculate or subtract each from 47.5. So 47.5 minus 36. So we have it as 11.5. So next, calculate 47.5 minus 42. It is 5.5. So next, we have similarly 2.5, 1.5, 1.5. Next, 49 minus 47.5. So it is again, we have 1.5. So next, we have 51 minus 47.5, which is 3.5. So next we have 53, which is 5.5. Next we have 60, which is 12.5. Next we have 72, which is 24.5. Let's add all this, which becomes summation of xi minus m. So when you add all these, you will get the value as 70. So let's calculate 70. So mean deviation, whenever mean is given, that is equal to summation xi minus m divided by n. That is equal to 70 divided by 10. Cancel this, the value you will get it as 7. So the mean deviation of the following data is 7. Let's look at the next one. 3, 9, 5, 3, 12, 10, 18, 4, 7, 19, 21. So how many observations we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So n is equal to 11. So let us arrange the data in an order. Xi, let's start with the smallest. So we have 3, 2 times. Next we have 4. Next we have 5. Next 7. Next we have 9. Next we have 10. Next is 12. Next is 19, then 21. So now it is arranged. Let's calculate median. So whenever n is odd, because n is odd here, median is always n plus 1 by 2th term. What is n? We have 11. So 11 plus 1 by 2, which is nothing but 12 by 2. So the 6th term. So therefore median is equal to, let's see what is the 6th term. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this is the median. So therefore median value is 9. Now let us subtract median value from each observation. So 9 minus 3, 9 minus 3, 9 minus 4, 9 minus 5, 9 minus 7, 9 minus 9, 0, 9, 10 minus 9, 12 minus 9, 19 minus 9, 21 minus 9. So this is what we get. Let's take the sum of this. Summation of xi minus m. When you add all these values, you will get the sum as 58. So let's calculate the mean deviation. About mean, whenever it is 58 and the total number of observation is 11. When you divide it 58 over 11, the value you will get it as 5.27. So this is the mean deviation of a given data. Now let's take few examples of a group data. What do you mean by group data? Here is an example. Find the mean deviation about the mean for the following data. So we have here 2 times, 5, 8 times, 6, 10 times, 8, 7 times, 10, 8 times, 12, 5 times. Instead of writing each observation by its repeating times, we will write how many times it is repeated. That is what F represents. that is the frequency. Frequency represent how many times the number is repeated. So that is why we will group it using the frequency. Each observation is repeated these many number of times. So like this, we will group a data, hence it is called a group data. Otherwise, whatever we have calculated the mean deviation before, they are all for ungrouped data. Let's see the formula which we use to calculate mean deviation. Again, we have here two methods, from mean as well as the median. Let's see it. So here about mean, whenever a mean is given, so how to calculate? The same thing, we have summation xi minus x bar divided by n, but one extra term we have is along with the frequency. Here also we have the same formula, xi minus m divided by n. N represent how many number of terms we have, that we will get by adding the frequency. Again we have fi. So here n is nothing but summation of fi, that we will get by adding the frequency. Let's look at the problem. So here we have xi 2, 5, 8, 6, 10, 8, 7, 10, 8, 12, 5. So let's write this in a column. So let us write the terms. So I'm writing here the columns. Whatever the columns required for the calculation, I have taken here. So let's write the terms given here. What are the terms we have here? 2, 5, 6, 8, 10, 12. So 2, 5, 6, 8, 10, 12. Let's see the next column. We will write fi. What is fi? 2, 8, 10, 7, 8, 5. 2, 8, 10, 7, 8, 5. Let's calculate n. So when you add the frequency, you will get the total number as 40. Now, the next column says multiply fi into xi. Let's multiply. That says how many number of times the given observation is repeated. Let's multiply it so that you will get the summation. So 2 2s are 4, 5 8s are 40, 10 6s are 60, 8 7s are 56, 10 8s are 80. Next 12 5s are 60. Okay. So now let's add it again. So summation fi xi. So when you add each row here, you will get the sum as 300. Why this column is needed? Because we are calculating the mean deviation about mean. So to calculate the mean, we need the sum of all observation. Sum of all observation is not given individually here. So we have to multiply with the frequency to get the summation. Now let's calculate the mean. So therefore mean is given by x bar is equal to summation fi xi divided by n. We got it as 300 and summation we got it as 40. So when you calculate it, you will get the value as 7.5. So what is the next step we have to do? After getting mean, we have to subtract each value from 7.5. Let us subtract 7.5 minus 2. So you will get it as 5.5. Next, 7.5 minus 5. 2.5. Next, 1.5. Next, 0.5. So next we have again 2.5. So the last one we have is 4.5. Okay. So the next column is fi modulus xi minus x bar. So we have to multiply each xi with this column. Let's multiply it. Let's write the value. So if you multiply 2 into 5.5, you will get 11. Next, 8 into 2.5, you will get the value 20. Similarly, 10 into 1.5, 15. Next, 7 into 0.5, 3.5. Similarly, you can multiply, you will get the value 20 here, and here you will get it as 22.5. Let's take summation of all this. So we have summation fi xi minus x bar. So when you add it, you will get the value as 92. Why this is needed? Because the formula of mean deviation we have is, whenever mean is given, it is summation fi xi minus x bar whole divided by n. So that is why we have to multiply and add the following. So let's see now. So the value is now 92 divided by 40. So when you divide it, you will get the mean deviation as 2.3. So this is how we can calculate the mean deviation of a group data whenever the mean is given. Let's check for one more. So we have here 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 7, 4, 6, 3, 5. Let's write it in a table. So we have 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Let's write the frequency column. 7, 4, 6, 3, 5. So 7, 4, 6, 3, 5. Next, what is the next step? We have to multiply the columns. That is 5 7s are 35, 40. So here it is 90. Next we have 60. Next we have 125. So now we have to add this. So let us take summation fi xi. So when you add this column, you will get the value as 250. Let's add the frequency, that is summation fi, also taken as n, you will get it as 25. Why these two columns are necessary? To calculate the mean. So let's calculate mean. Mean is equal to x bar, which is summation xi divided by n, which is 350 divided by 25. Let's cancel by using 25. So I will get the value as 14. So we have 14 now. Let's subtract each value from 14. So we have 14 minus 5, 9. So here 4, here 1, next 6, next we have 11. What is the next thing? We have to multiply these two columns now. So we have here 63, 4 4s are 16, 6 1s are 6, 3 6s are 18, next 5 into 11, 55. Let's add this column, summation fi xi minus x bar. If you add this column, so you will get the value as 158. So now we can use the formula to calculate mean deviation whenever x bar is given, that is summation fi modulus of xi minus x bar whole divided by n. So what you got here previously 158. So we will write it as 158 divided by number of terms is 25. So when you divide it, you will get the value as 6.32. So this is the mean deviation of the group data whenever the mean is given. So let's take few more problems to calculate the mean deviation whenever mean and median are given for a group data in the next session. Until then, keep watching, keep learning, keep exploring. Thank you.